Hey friends, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to another day in the life of a wonderful day in summer. I'm going to do a little breakfast for the kids, and then we're going to head out to the garden, have a nice little recipe we're going to put together. I can't wait to jump into today's video. If you're new here, my name is Nicholsen. I love to share all things homemaking, and I would love it if you would subscribe, and if you're returning, it is so great to see you. Okay, let's jump into this beautiful day. Each morning, I always try to put out a nice, healthy, good, delicious breakfast for the kids, and I had my wild grain. These are their frozen croissants I love. I did a couple in the oven, and then I love to put them into the waffle maker. They make them so crunchy. And for my daughter, I added a little bit of mascarpone cheese to this, and it was so good. I've been loving making things with mascarpone cheese lately. I forgot it even existed, but how beautiful did these turn out? And then I want to head out to the garden. We're going to be harvesting some things out there. And I think it's been a couple days since I've retrieved any chicken eggs, so we're going to go do that as well. Tell me in the comments down below, how is your summer going? As I sit here, it is towards the middle to end of July, and I will tell you, I am getting so ready for fall. In my next video, I will share a little fall haul if I haven't already, because I've been snagging a couple of new items. If you guys don't recall from last year, I went to get all my fall stuff out from when we moved to the Victorian, and I couldn't find any of it, so I'm going to share some new finds that we have. This summer has been packed full of children at our house. This pool has been used every single day this summer, whether it's our kids, pool parties, neighborhood kids, adults. We had a big barbecue here the other day. This pool is getting so much use, and we have both noticed how incredibly dirty this pool has become, especially with kids playing basketball, jumping on and off the bocce court. So much has gotten into this pool, and between our schedules and life, my husband and I are tired of cleaning this pool, and we're so excited to be partnering with the iGarden Pool Cleaner K60. You guys, this thing is the most incredible real underwater cleaning. It is powerful suction with an incredible battery. The features allow you to customize anything by using the app, or you can just use the touchscreen buttons. This robot moves in the water. It can climb the walls. It stirs the water flow and shifts debris, requiring multiple passes to ensure full coverage, but it will even pick up rocks. I couldn't believe when we put this in the water for the first time. We've now been using it for a couple of weeks, and I was shocked. This was the first time I opened it after we put it in just for a little bit. It even got the scum off of the side of the wall that we would see. That cannot happen from what I know of any other machine that we've ever had in this pool. I love that it combines AI inverter driven high efficiency suction, which has a 15-hour battery runtime with the K Pro. So it can repeatedly sweep the floors, the walls. It's guaranteed to hit every spot thoroughly. It even climbs on the stairs. We have found this to be an incredible new addition to keeping our pool clean, so that our friends and family and everyone we know and love, when they come into our pool, know that it has been scrubbed from wall to wall, even the stairs, and the pool is extra, extra clean, especially since we have a lot of kids in here. It's really important that we keep our pool nice and clean. It also has smart scheduling with an AI timer, so it automatically activates button cleaning mode every 3 days, and it is we loved about it when it first came out of the box is my kid said, "Oh my God, it looks like a sports car." I love its sleek, beautiful sports car inspired design, which I think is super cool. Touchscreen allows you to either manually do it, or again, you can actually hop right on their app. And they also have a 3-year warranty. As you guys can see, it will do a 3DS cleaning paths, so that's full coverage into the pool. It will go up and down all of the pool and then scale the walls as well as the stairs. It also has excellent obstacle surmounting abilities. So you'll see in here, there was a cup that a kid had thrown in the pool, and it just handled it no problem, kept on its path, which is pretty incredible. Some of the features that we have loved, not only that this can scale the walls as well as go up and down the stairs, we've also loved that it has floor, wall, and waterline cleaning modes. It also has extremely large debris bin as well as a turbo cleaning mode, which is the one that we were using, and I'm just blown away by the before and after pictures of our pool. I have never seen it this clean and clear. If you guys remember, you've been on my channel for a while, do you remember when this pool was so dirty? It was almost green in hue. We had to empty it and have it cleaned out. I guarantee you if we had had this baby running, we would have never had those issues. For us, it is really important to keep this pool clean. As you know, we are new pool owners. We have just moved into this house a couple years ago. So learning how to care for our pool has been a rather new learning curve for my husband and I. But I'll tell you, I wish I had gotten this sooner because it is by far one of the greatest things that we have used to keep this pool really clean. So if you are looking to make daily pool maintenance easy and effortless, I highly recommend checking it out. It is unlike traditional wired cleaners. The iGarden robot saves time and effort by automatically regularly cleaning your pool, and it is so consistent and simple. It runs every 3 days for 1 hour, and it will be clean for up to 10 days. So if you guys want to join me and reduce your pool maintenance effort and make it efficient, I highly recommend heading down to the description box and checking out the iGarden robot pool cleaner. They have multiple different types. This is the one that we picked, but they have one that's beautiful, sleek, and red that runs up to 15 hours in between charges. So I highly recommend checking that one out as well. And thank you to iGarden for sponsoring today's video, giving me back my summer days and nights so I don't have to be cleaning and keeping our pool super clean for our friends and family. Okay, guys, let's jump into this beautiful day. While I have the Robo Rock cleaning the house, I've got my iGarden robot cleaning the pool. It is time for me to do things I love, which is decorate, garden, and cook. So today I am going to just run through this garden, pull out what I can find. I'll say my peppers are taking a little bit longer to I haven't actually seen more than maybe 3 padrones come off this garden. None of my tomatoes, other than those Romas that were pre-start Romas, so they already had fruit on them when I bought them, none of the other tomatoes have shown any signs of actually a tomato. So that's a bit of a bummer. I'm going to do a little research, or if you want to tell me in the comments down below what's going on with that, I would love to know because I would be so sad if we went all summer with no tomatoes. I have eggplant coming in, plenty of squash and zucchinis coming in, cucumbers are coming in. Let's see, all the herbs are doing just fine. So it's just really the peppers and tomatoes that are just really having a hard time getting there. Our weather has been quite warm and lovely, and obviously we are out here watering twice a day, so I'm not sure what's going on there. But tell us in the comments down below if you have a trick to get those tomatoes to work. I pulled broody old Blanca out of the coop. She is going to need a little bit of help these days because she is very broody, but I wanted to give them some fresh water, love on the chickens, grab some eggs, feed them, and then I decided I wanted to do a new tablescape. It's been about a week or so, and the tables in the living room, the kitchen nook area and outside have been bare, and I thought it'd be really fun today to decorate them, and I thought we'd do a strawberry theme to celebrate. We got our first strawberry off of our vertical planter, so we're going to be doing that. I'm very excited. I found some really cute strawberry things over the last couple years, but I haven't ever put an actual tablescape together, so I'm really excited to show you how that turns out. I had the most wonderful afternoon. Honestly, I had my little French music playing, and a couple of you asked in comments down below if I could share a playlist, and I have made my own playlist, so I'm working on figuring out how to share that. It's on Apple Music, so I'd love to share that with you. I figured out how to do it, but I want to update it before I send it. But I had my French music playing, and I had my iced tea out there. I was in the iced tea mood today instead of iced coffee, and it was just the most lovely day. But I did pull in quite a robust harvest. I will be honest, I was very pleased. I found a couple roses, lots of eggs. I deep fried squash blossoms for an appetizer for dinner. I didn't film that because I was cooking with my kids, but it was very good. And then our neighbor gave us some fruit from her trees. So all in all, I just feel like this summer has been very calm and chill. We do have a couple things coming up, but honestly, my kids go back to school in like 3 weeks. So I will be doing my back to school haul with you guys. We have one in high school, 2 in middle school, and 1 in elementary school, and I got their list pretty much. I will be honest, my high schooler, I already got all of his stuff done because we have to like order his books and things like that, and I wanted to get ahead of that. So he kind of is, and he's much older, so he can kind of handle his own back to school prep. He will be heading to Texas for a basketball training camp towards the end of the month. And then when he gets back, we have our big trip to Pebble Beach for the car week. We go to something called the Quail every year, which is really fun. I share all of that type of stuff over on my Instagram. I've actually never filmed it for YouTube because it's probably boring for many of you, but we're kind of a car family, so that's very exciting. And then it is full fall in our house. I have fall in the garage ready to go right now. And then we will also be doing Halloween and things like that. And it's kind of like when I settle into the autumnal months is just one of my favorite times to slow down. I love that summer is kind of coming to a bit of a calm after kids go back to school. So I'm really, really looking forward to that because right now I feel like every day we're just like, even today, I'm doing this voiceover at like 8 in the morning and the day is stacked. I got kids going 50 different directions. It's Friday. We just have a lot going on. And so I just feel like I look forward to the routines and rituals of back to school and bedtimes and not so many play dates and not going to all these different places. I kind of like when things slow down a bit, but I have really been enjoying my time in the pool and in the garden. Right when I was doing this, I love when my kids get old enough where kids just show up at the house. It's kind of, I find it actually quite funny, but I was doing my little tablescape here and some of my son's friends showed up and they all jumped into the pool. So luckily it was freshly cleaned, so that was fine, but I couldn't fully film out here because I just wanted them to have a great time. But I do love how this little display turns out. I think it's so cute. If you're looking for some great deals on things like these little faux strawberries, I love those little raspberry and blackberry picks. I actually got those from Hobby Lobby. Gosh, I got them back when we lived at the Victorians. It's been many years I've had those, but this is the time to grab them. The spring stuff always goes on sale as the fall stuff rolls out. I do believe their summer stuff is all on sale. When we were in Stockton, my daughters and I went to a Hobby Lobby there, but fall wasn't like fully on sale yet, and Christmas wasn't fully out. And gosh, maybe I'll do that tomorrow with her, because I do know they're 30% off, but I like to wait till things are 40% off. But if you're looking for spring and summer, that stuff is between 70 and 90% off. And that's when I pick these types of things up. You got to just remember to keep them somewhere where you're going to use them the following year. But otherwise, it can be kind of expensive. And then these little daisy picks I picked up on sale at Michael's, again, a couple years ago. And I always like to just tuck them into a little napkin. I just think it gives it a little extra, kind of a little decor vibe that is a little bit more thoughtful than just a regular old napkin. And I always know like our guests. So, and I forgot to mention this particular evening, we had a couple that lives down the street over. So it was just the four of us outside and the kids I set up inside. So it was just like the perfect night for us to sit out here. I had a little bit of music going and it was just nice to sit out here in these beautiful summer nights. But that was the impetus also of why I was putting this tablescape together. It was looking bare and I was like, we need to do something nice. So I'm very excited about how this turns out. Here is how everything turned out. I used all those little garden pieces I picked up at Michael's. I want to say I got those last year, but I just think they're so cute. And then I also, for dinner, I made squash blossoms over a bed of I would call it like a summer ratatouille. And then I did strawberry shortcake, which went perfect with this little decor. I just thought this was such a fun way to use these. I actually was kind of reorganizing the garage where I have all my decor, where I came across some of those berries, and I was like, oh wow, I haven't used those in a long time, as I'm transitioning the garage over to fall. So I was really happy to actually have a reason to be able to put those out because they're just so cute. I didn't want to leave the kids without a little tablescape as well. Did something a little more simple for them because of kids ranging from many different ages. So I just used some other plates that I had with strawberries on them that I actually used for a barbecue recently. I don't know if I filmed that or not, but I found these at Home Goods. I just love them. I think they're very cute. And I happened to have a floral arrangement that needed to be watered, and I decided to put it in one of those plaid. This is like the Mackenzie Child kind of look, but for way less because I got it at Home Goods. But anyway, so I just thought this turned out cute, and I'm really excited to jump into the kitchen and do a little cooking because it's about lunchtime and I'm getting hungry, and I thought it'd be fun to make a little something quick and easy. So I'm going to do some spring rolls with some, I'm going to do like a Thai pork inside the spring roll and have that for lunch. I'll share that recipe with you guys. Feels so good to have the house a bit reset. I got my little flowers all tidied up. I felt like there was some leftovers that we had, and I was like, I need to do something with those. So I just put them in here. I think this looks really nice. I always love using picks, like floral picks that are more like filler. I just find them to be very whimsical. But here's how the kids' table turned out. Very simple. And I just think the strawberries are beyond cute. And then I couldn't go outside. Well, I could, but I didn't want to bother the kids. So they were all having lots of fun out there. So I can just show you a little bit of the tablescape, but I already shared it. So you guys know how cute that turned out. So making these Thai spring rolls is very, very easy. Typically with spring rolls, I only do vegetables in there, but I was looking for a little bit of extra protein. So I'm going to add a little ground pork with some ginger. I didn't have any ginger, but I did have ginger paste. So I'm going to do that. And then cook it in some, I love cooking with coconut oil and just having that good coconut flavor. And then I put a little garlic in here. And to assemble these is beyond easy. I use just the little rice spring roll rounds, and then I add in shredded carrots. I add in shredded cucumber. You can add in scallions. I mean, you can really add anything into a spring roll. And then typically, I've made this on my channel before. I like to actually put them into butter lettuce rolls, but because I was going to feed it to the kids as well, I needed to put something a little more substantial together. That's why I was like, oh, I should just throw that into a roll. Other things I like to add in is fresh mint and basil. You could also do cilantro as well. And typically I'll just lay these out in, you put the rice paper in a little bit of warm water, and then you just kind of assemble it like you would a burrito. And they're so delicious. I like to dip mine in a sweet and spicy chili sauce, and it's so good. I totally forgot to mention that after breakfast, I decided to put on some nails, which I haven't done in so long. I will link my favorite brand of nails down below. They are so affordable and so beautiful and come in incredible colors, but it felt good to just put nails on and feel put together. Usually, especially since I've stopped working like at a job where I have to go into work and I do everything from home at this point, it felt kind of nice to like put some nails on and just feel wonderful and beautiful. So I will link them down below if you guys are interested, because they are so beautiful and I just love the way they look. This is such an easy dish to make. It is so delicious. You can store these in the refrigerator. Just put a little bit of wax paper around them so they don't stick together and enjoy them all summer long. You can put prawns in there, chicken, anything you want is just so delicious. I absolutely love this. I will have it linked down below. Thank you so much for watching today's video. Don't forget to check out the iGarden robot if you have a pool, and I'll see you in the next video real soon. Bye.